Alrighty, so we're talking about decorators still. Here's another example that's going to present a problem to us. So let's just dive into the code. I have it right here. What we have is a simple decorated function. It's called add, and the decorator is called log function data. All that it does is it prints things like you're about to call, and then the function's name, and then here's the documentation, and it prints a doc string, which is defined down here. And everything looks good. If I call this, if we do add 10, 30, let me print it. Oh, and by the way, the wrapper finally calls a function at the end. So it basically logs what we're about to do, the documentation for the function that's about to be called, and then it calls the function. Okay, so what we'd expect to see is something like you are about to call add, it's the name of the function, here's the documentation, adds two numbers together, and then finally prints 40, if I can do my math correctly. Let's see if that's what we get. And it is indeed. We get you're about to call add, here's the documentation, adds two numbers together, and 40. That's all great. But the problem that I'm presenting has to do with add itself, the wrapper that is returned, which is now being called add. If I try and print add dot, let's do doc to start, or let's do both, why not? I'll do name as well. All right, so if I try and refer to this after the fact, I'm trying to debug something. Maybe this is a library I've written that somebody else is using, and they're trying to understand something, and they want to get the doc string, or even if they tried to do help on add, just like we did with term color. When we downloaded it, we wanted to immediately run help on term color to see how it worked. Well, with the way our decorator is set up, this is what we get right now. Help is giving us the wrapper function help. It's not giving us the add help that we set up, or the add doc string. So instead, the doc string is I am wrapper function, and name is wrapper. So it's not giving us this. It's not giving us this name, this doc string. It is inside when we print it out, but externally, it's not. So I hope you can see that distinction when I'm referring to add by name here, .doc, add.name, help add, all of that stuff is not working. It's referring to wrapper, and we're getting this doc string. So this could be problematic, especially if other people are working with our code. Like I said, if we created a library that has decorators, you don't want this to happen. But fortunately for us, Python to the rescue. There's a simple way of preserving metadata. There's a module called functools, and from it, there's something called wraps. And wraps is simply a function that we use as a wrapper function around our wrapper function. And it makes sure that all the attributes in the function that were decorated aren't lost by the decorator. So by importing wraps from functools and then calling it right here, so we're decorating the wrapper, it ensures that the function that's being passed in, the function that's being decorated, in our case add, its metadata won't be lost. So up here, we can just do from functools import wraps, and then right here we add that line at wraps, and then it needs to match whatever we're calling the function that's being passed in. But this is a very standard thing to do. It's just friendly, good developer behavior to do this if you are releasing code to the public, especially. So let's test this now. Now when I print add doc or add name, it shouldn't reflect I am wrapper function and wrapper. It should reflect adds two numbers together and add. Let's test it. Indentation error, you're killing me. I hate this. Where are you? There we go. How dare I use a tab instead of spaces there? Oh, also functools with a single T. And now if we run it, well, first we're getting the correct help. I forgot we had that in there. It's giving us help for add, and we get the correct doc string and the correct name now. All right, so just a quick video here. I just wanted to show you one of the problems that arises with decorators and decorated functions not maintaining their metadata. Python gives this to us for free, gives us wraps, because this is a common problem. When we write our own wrapper functions, just put this at wraps, call it with whatever the function that you're trying to decorate is, and it will preserve that function's metadata. Alrighty, moving on.